So when reviewing classic or older movies, I figure in the final stretch before Halloween, it's only fitting to review Halloween-esque movies, so we got a lot to cover, so let's go. "28 Days Later." Officially speaking, zombies are not the only bad thing that happens every 28 days. Just saying. You just gotta love a zombie movie that's directed by an Oscar-winning director. A movie that, once again, is also shot from a cell phone. And I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get heat for calling them zombies. People are gonna be like, it's not zombieism, it's a virus that makes you act like you have rabies. They're not zombies. Yeah, it's a virus that makes people ravenous out of their mind and makes them crave and eat flesh. And their saliva and blood will turn normal people like them and make them ravenously crave and eat flesh. Yeah, totally not zombies. Sorry guys, in the mid-90s, viral zombies became legit offshoots of their undead counterparts. They are zombies. Now there is a lot to like about 28 Days Later. Before this movie, zombies were all slow, like, "Oh, I'm so threatening. I'll get to you in 7 years." So now they are pissed, ravenous, out of their minds with adrenaline, they got their Nikes strapped on, and they are running after you. And of course the virus was released because a bunch of activists who watched Project X one too many times broke into a lab, found a bunch of monkeys being experimented on who had this virus, and they released them. Of course, blame the monkeys, again. And again. And 28 days later, Cillian Murphy wakes up in a hospital from like a coma or something, and he's absolutely oblivious that he's just waking up amidst the apocalypse. I mean, the city is absolutely deserted. He has missed the party, and he looks and feels like the only person left on Earth. He's like Will Smith in that movie with 5 minutes of The Dark Knight in front of it. But then he runs into some infected, which, like I said, they run now. And he runs into a couple of survivors. Now, this movie has some good actors before they were like anybody. It has Cillian Murphy as the main character, Mad-Eye Moody from Harry Potter, that dude from, well, I'm gonna call him Doctor Who because I'm not gonna mention that he was in G.I. Joe. But we will forgive him for being in G.I. Joe. Another reason I like this movie is because it shows what you can make on a low budget. I mean, for the budget of like a loaf of Wonder Bread, they made a zombie movie. I mean, I've heard stories of them filming with no permits and filming at night so they didn't get caught and fined for it. I mean, it's a real testament to filmmaking, it really is. And it's intense, it's good. It's a more realistic take on the apocalypse brought on by zombies if ever there was one. That and Zombieland. Kind of. So I really like 28 Days Later. It's a little slow in parts, but it was cool seeing the zombie outbreak like a month after it happened. It's not like Dawn of the Dead where it's like happening that day, so everyone's still kind of figuring it out and they're all fortifying and holding up, waiting for help. I mean, help ain't coming. The apocalypse is a month into it. It's just survival at this point. Everyone but him has adapted and learned to deal with it for the past month, so I mean, that was cool. I mean, the thing that pissed me off most about the movie is I got the Blu-ray and it looks no better than a DVD. I mean, there is no high-def version of this movie. But like I said, price of a loaf of Wonder Bread, so, you know, forgiveness. So if you're looking for a cool playlist for Halloween, like 12 hours of just Halloween movies with zombies and vampires and whatnot, I'd say 28 Days Later gets a shot at that. Because 28 Days Later is zombie-tastic in that realistic kind of way. Halloween ratings. Always fun. So stay tuned tomorrow for my next movie review, which, I mean, if you want a hint, I would call it The Tale of Three Cheeches. That's all I'm saying. That's all you get. If you know it, you know it. If you don't know it, you're probably not getting it. And be sure to check out my classic review collaboration I did with the Schmoes from schmoesknow.com. We did it on the Howard the Duck. They asked me to do a collaboration, then they suggested Howard the Duck, and that's when I knew they hate me. Just kidding, they're great. I put the link below, go check it out. And if you're new to my page, and if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, then click right here to see more.